You know, ghosts are real things sometimes. We think they're not, but just imagine if they were. What would life be like for them? And here's a taste of just that very thing. The Ghost in Dobbs's Diner by Robert Alley. Mr. Dobbs ran the diner on the corner by the highway. It was always very busy. Mr. Dobbs worked so hard that he never had time to sit down. He had to help the busboy. He had to help the waitress. He had to help the cook. He was the chief cook and bottle washer. One day, right in the middle of lunch, the cook ran out of pickles. Fiddlesticks, said the cook, and he asked Mr. Dobbs for more. Way in the back of the closet, Mr. Dobbs found an old, dusty green bottle. He thought it was a pickle jar. He unscrewed the top. Out swirled a twisty, twirly cloud of white smoke. It fluttered around for a minute, then introduced itself. Samuel Sheets, ghost and world traveler, it said. Pleased to meet you. Oh my, was all Mr. Dobbs could say. When Samuel Sheets saw he was in Dobbs's diner, he was very happy. He had always wanted to work in a diner. He got started right away. He mopped the floors for the busboy. He helped the waitress with her heavy trays. He even helped the cook with the soup. Soon everyone in Dobbs's diner was hiding. We're not working in a diner with a ghost, shouted the busboy, the waitress, and the cook. Bottle him up again. Mr. Dobbs would not do that. He liked Samuel Sheets. Once you get to know him, you'll like him too. He can even cook, said Mr. Dobbs. But no one listened. We quit, they shouted. Samuel Sheets was very hurt. He wanted to pop himself back into his bottle. Don't be silly. We have to make supper, said Mr. Dobbs, and he shooed Samuel Sheets into the kitchen. But when supper was ready, no one came. I wonder why. Why do you think nobody came to the restaurant? Why? Why do you think nobody came to the restaurant? Let's read and find out. The busboy, the waitress, and the cook had run straight to the mayor. They had told him about the ghost in Dobbs's diner. The mayor was very upset. "I will call the police," he said. "We must get rid of that thing." Mr. Dobbs was about to lock up for the night when the mayor and three police officers charged through the door. "Where is that terrible, creepy ghost?" shouted the mayor. Mr. Dobbs tried to explain that the ghost was not terrible or creepy, but again no one listened. Things looked bad for Samuel Sheets. Then Mr. Dobbs had an idea. He knew that the mayor loved good food, so he offered the mayor the supper that Samuel Sheets had cooked. Good idea. But he didn't tell the mayor who the cook was. The mayor ate everything on his plate. "That was the best meal I ever had," he said happily. "I must meet the cook. Show me the cook. Bring him out here." Mr. Dobbs was happy to bring in his new helper. "Oh, oh, oh, oh," cried the mayor. And just as Mr. Dobbs had hoped, the mayor could not bring himself to bottle up such a good cook. Instead, he made friends with Samuel Sheets. Soon, Dobbs's diner was busier than ever. The busboy, the waitress, and the cook found out that working with the ghost could be a lot of fun, and Mr. Dobbs finally had time to sit down. The end. Do you think there's a lesson in that story? Maybe you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Maybe you should wait to get to know somebody before you say, "Oh, I can't be friends with them." Maybe. You think about it.